Good day, welcome to Multi-Node Design. In our hotel tutorial series, we are going to continue. In this, we are going to do a lot of great work. First, we are going to work on this staircase, cover it up, and do some certain design. Then we work on the swimming pool. We'll create swimming pool perfectly and assign material. And we are going to do some trick on the wall that will bring out the aesthetic and some certain element cutting that will enhance the beauty of this design. So stay tuned and continue to watch as we progress in what we have started for long. And if you are just joining us for the first time, or you've been watching us before, you are not convinced, try subscribe to this channel. It's every time we bring out a real project for you, so that you will not be lagging behind. So thanks for that. Now we are starting. So go to your site plan, your floor plan. So we want to cover this one up for now. So click on this wall and say copy, create similar. So from there you start you do the same thing to the last. So as we have done it here, you close it up, modify, align this to the close range. So in this place, what we need to do is that we need an entrance on this part, level 1. So is either we open it up, just open up straight, just a normal straight road in that manner, without closing that up, because on level 2 we have opened the whole place up completely. So we should maintain that condition. Now what we do here is that you split this into complete splits, or split this into third half. I'm splitting this one to half. So here I will select these two, and I will convert them to something like can I use cutting wall? So I convert them to cutting wall, then close them their mouths here. They are already joined together. Now you go to select them, or select everything together. Then you say copy to clipboard, and you say copy to selected level. So you level 2, paste on level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, and you say paste. So when you go to your 3D, move to the behind section, open the oriented page. Good. So this is what you have created. So what you just need to do is to delete this. You don't need to delete it. Sorry. Okay, delete it and delete this one. You can delete this one as well. You don't need them. So here, delete this and delete this. So this one and this one, I want to join them together. Good. So I've created this space for this. So I'm breaking this down by selecting these two together, and you say what you're starting from, what foundation, and you're adding 1000 to that, making 4000. So leave it. So they've already synced down, and that is the point in which this one are facing. So you select this one as well, and you say copy. I say copy, then you say paste. Select to the level of pasting, say foundation. So it does not matter. What matter here is that you change the height to 1000. So you go below and select it. But that's not the particular one we want to. You just change it to normal wall or generic wall. Good. So we have lifted that to place up. You can now later adjust this. Shift it up. So we do the same thing here, but shifting this one up. So you can tweak this by saying okay, align to the level on the top to take it to move up. So those are the tricks that you don't need to miss, but you need to be watching every of our tutorial complete. There's a lot of tricks you are going to miss in between. Don't focus too much on modeling, but focus more on the trick we are doing. So if you are new here, kindly subscribe to the channel. So that's what we have created in this aspect. We are still going to work on the detailing one after the other, but now let us focus on what is very important. So the next thing you need to do is that I want to go to the front elevation, front side. Click there. When it rotates, so you work on it, click there. Good. So here I want to cut this wall halfway. So I'm deleting these windows. I don't need them here. So go to your level 1, select those two windows. At this point, what I need is that I want to create a curtain wall around this place. And how will I do that? So I want to do some crazy trick in these developments. So how will I begin with that assignment is that I'm going to go to 3D again. Then I want to use architecture. I want to use wall open from vertical. So I will select wall open here. I've selected it. So I want to open the wall completely outside. So you check the height of what you are opening and you click. Can you see? So the wall is open. It's not that the wall I've done it, the wall is still there, but I open it up. Then I want to do the same thing at this place too. So press escape, then click again on what, say click save. So you pick it up, come to set, pick it up here, and you start drawing around it. Select this rectangle like that, and take it up until you are able to satisfy with what we are done. So you can now go to this point and look at it. Are they accurate to what you are expecting? Escape. So here you select, you'll be able to what, drag and drag around. So that is the trick. Another trick that you mustn't miss. A lot of tricks are going to go on in this our design. So something most of what you do are not exposed to in Revit, you're going to be exposed to it. So now you adjust it that way, and you see that the restaurant is open. So you can decide to bring another wall or whatsoever you want to bring into that space. So but I see that place as is not high enough, So you just click around the opening, then drag it up to your taste. So the top surface, you can arrange it from here. Say okay, 21, while the offset is 0, it's 150. So I don't want it to start from plane. So you do the same thing here again, 21, then this is 150. So it's going to be accurate and unified. So after you've done this, now you go to your level, yes, this level 1. Then you create another. Maybe here now you are going to create your whole personal wall. The way it suits you, you just click on the wall, and let's just select cutting storefront. So that's what I want to use. So I've done that. Go to your 3D. I'm going to see this is what you have created. And this one, you select it, the top level, let it be at 21. Sorry. Then the offsets, bring it to that 150 as well. So it will suit that position. So can you see? You have created this aspect, a neat sight and a new feel and a beautiful to behold. So that is that for that aspect. Then you go, let us go to all and go and do the same thing at the hall level. At this hall level 2, I'm deleting this wall. So actually everything here will be something I'm going to work on like that. So I just want to create split wall. Click on this wall and you say split. So you start from beginning and go to almost the end. I don't want to split everything. Good. So you select it, you drag in again. So you look at it from here and say okay, 21, this we have done, 150 on that aspect. So that is the opening you have created here. So you go back to the level 1 and select any of this and you say click similar, zoom out, drag it from here and to the end. Good. So at that space, when I click from 3D, I can decide to change this one. So I want it to have a cross line. So I say duplicate, select it and say edit the type. Here I say duplicate, so stop word 2, which is okay by me. For the fixed level of spacing of vertical is there. So I'm changing this one to, let's say, complete 150, 1005. And this one I'm changing it to, since I have so I'm changing to 1050. And let me see how to apply. I say okay. So it strike halfway. Can you see? So it does not affect this particular one. Can you see this one is still open? So look at it from here. You see that this one is still open. Why this one is what is has already have a strike around it. So that is how you create wall opening the trick. So now the next thing we need to do is that we want to cover up all these spaces that are opening and opening. So we don't like the way they are. So how do we do that? We want to have a arc on all sides of this building. So how do you do it? You click on level 2. That's your level 2. You click create similar. You click on create similar and you select. So after you do that, what you just need to do is to come here and say raise this one up. I just want it to be like 600. okay, and you change this to 1200. 2200. So when you add them together, that's this what? No. So you change this one to, okay, let's see, 800. Yes, 800 should be enough. So you draw this line and bring it here. What did it tell you? So don't bother for that. Just click again. Do the same thing here. Don't bother. Continue. Do the same thing here. So those are the closing side for the level. For this one too, you do the same thing. For this side too, you do the same thing. And this last side, you do the same thing. So I think with that, we have done what we need to do. So you go to your 3D, because 3D is the guide in this aspect. Can you see? So this is the hack we created, and that is it. So you select it from here, select it, and you say copy to clipboard, select and say select to align level. So level 1 you have in level 2, 3, 4. So level 2 you have already gotten in level 2, level 3, 4, that is level 5. So you say paste. You see, so everything has been congestively arranged. That's the around it. So you click here again, go back to that side, then you zoom out the same way, select this, select this, select this guy, you select this guy. So then what will you do? You say copy to clipboard the same way, and you say level. You must select this one. So copy to clipboard. So you just say 1, 2, 3, the same way you do in that place. So copy to clipboard, select, and you say from level 3, 4, 5. So you say paste. Good. So these ones they are all arranged and well placed and where it's supposed to be. So that is how we are continuing to develop the whole thing. So we have done with it. The next thing to do is to create the swimming pool. And now before we create swimming pool, there is something we want to use, and that is what we want to use, Toposurface. In the Toposurface, you go to sites and massing and sites. So here you click on the Toposurface. On the Toposurface, you go to your level 1 and foundation level. At the foundation level, that's where we want to do our work. So what we do, we put place points. At the place points, you just draw around here. So what we do is that you click here, absolute elevation. Or what we just need to do is to click say minus 1000, so that then you start below level. So you click around that level. So you click finish. So when you go to 3D, can you see? So you start at that level. If you have started it on normal something, it will not give you what you need. So from there you select. Then you can change this material if you like. So if you do not like, you leave it on a normal start like that. But I just want to change it to some silly grass. So what I mean by silly grass is because I don't too fancy the whole procedure of that grass. So I want to use this one and say identity, appearance. So let me create something, or just leave it on, just click on Sansi and say duplicate Sansi. So we call it Toposurface, just leave Toposurface like that. So now you click on appearance, you change the appearance, so change So go to this physical and go to site work. Okay, it's not in this appearance, so select this particular one below. So go to site work. I just want to use this grass. It's probably somehow grass light, and look at it, it always look like. So you select that, say okay, say okay, okay. So select again. The reason is that we are not using, we did not use a graphic to, yes, just select graphic, let it follow the pattern of the graphics. Okay, this one will make a lot of meaning when we continue and progressively develop. So the next thing that you go back to that rotating part. No, we have not done a lot of work. We are not through yet in our design of this staircase point. So what we do is that we use the similar element we create here. So select and we come here and we will say create similar. We want to draw it on 3D. We're selecting here. So here it's telling us history, but it doesn't matter. So what you just need to do is that you can align it if you want to. It's too far, just delete for now. To set or delete everything. So now if you want to be doing that, it should be align. The line you're not going to draw, leave it. You'll be registering in the wrong direction. So let's go and draw it from the level 6. At the level 6 or level 5, I think it will be suitable enough. So I'm drawing extrusion, picking the point to do that. So you trim all, trim everything. Then at that place, you can now go back to your 3D, or yes, go back to your 3D and see what you have done. So if it's not okay by you, you can just click finish. Then that particular element, you select it and say edit in place. Click on edit and you say copy or cut, and you say paste to selected level, and you go to the level that is high and paste it there. So that's what you have done. So you go here and select the material aluminium 2. So you go here and select the same material category, so which is aluminium 2. So you search for where the aluminium 2 material is, if it's actually available, and go to open existing library. Okay, if you that manner, go to this place. Okay, leave it. It's showing something that aren't beyond our searching material. So go to all. So aluminium 2 is what we are searching for. Okay, this is it. So you choose that. So use the same method. You can extend this one outside the bits and extend this outside the bits. I'm going to tell you the explanation later. Just keep following till you design this to the very end. So concentration now will be on our what? On our swimming pool. And the swimming pool now, we want to look at it from the point of view from design pattern. So from level 1, what we just need to do is that we select this, because we are not going to create this on level 1. We are creating it at that foundation level. So we don't want a confusion. We select all this and say part and go to say paste. So it's selected view, you select it to foundation view and say okay. So go there. So that is what you have done. So now we want to create a pad. So how do you do that? You go to your maintenance site. At the maintenance site, you say building pad. Building pad here will allow you to create a hole in that what? In that topo surface. And this is the part in which you want to create a swimming pool. So here you align them, make sure that they are all close in tight. So that is what you have created and say okay. So when you go to your 3D, I will click. Can you see? So this is the swimming pool. This is the part you have created. So it depends on how deep you can go. So you can decide to go deeper by say 1000. This offsets up, which is not what we want to do. So you say minus, as you want to create it inside, you want it to go deep. Minus 1000. You see the space it has created within that pad. So the more you want it to go, the more you keep clicking. So you can just say 1500. Good. So that is the swimming pool aspect you have created. Now we want to continue by developing the whole things at once. So how do we do it? Go to this and say create model in place. Model in place. Now you just use any casement work or whatsoever you need that it's okay by you. So I like casement because it does not give me any edit. So I call this swim standing. Swim stand. So click OK. So from there you use sweep. The sweep, now you click around here. Good. So you do the same thing here as well. Good. So you trim all. Trim all. Then now you offset a little bit without copy, so that will cover up and join the elements and join. Good. So you say finish, save something. So continue from there. You close all the boundaries. Yes, let them have close to everywhere, every way. I think it's okay like that. So go back to your 3D. These are the things you have done. So you extend this line down. So are you seeing it? So you've done that for real. So the next thing to do is that you use this part is what you are going to use. So go to your foundation, say copy, just click on it and say copy, just press 1 on your keyboard. It's duplicated in one distance or so. What we do, you say edit, you delete all the external line. Good. So you leave the internal one all together and say finish. So you go to 3D again and go and see what you have done down. This one now you bring it down. So as we've done with this, so this one will serve as your pool of water. So this one will start as your stand all around. So let us change material for everything here. So here is material. You click on this and say edit material. So edit material here, you click on duplicate. Then you go to appearance, is graphics, go to appearance, I say okay, appearance here, and you come here, library, and you just, let's say, miscellaneous. So I want to use because of the slippery, let me use these tiles. So here I'm using this, I'm editing this by just changing this size. So you need to follow these things in detail, because you might decide not to too much dwell on material again, because we have been using this material. If you want to know more material, there are a lot of projects we have done about that material aspect, so you can visit that and learn what you will need to learn in material creativity. So that is it for you look at it from here. So if you go now and say realistic, so allow it to load, you see the changes of these elements. So do not be bothered or let it be annoying to you. It's a process of which you need to follow by seeing. Can you see? So this is the element you brought to this point. So you select this one again, and say the same thing, click, and the material. So what you do, you duplicate again, and the physical, you go to select, and you go back to that particular appearance library. In the appearance library, you look for something like a liquid. Okay, in the liquid, this is what it said, did not have it here. So I don't know why they did not have it in appearance library. So close it. So go to physical assets. Select again. Let us go to, they have liquid here. You only have water. That's not what I want. So site miscellaneous, you close this. Library appearance. So something is wrong with this material. Orthodox material, liquid, should be something that's supposed to be here. So why disappear? Anyway, you can use glass insulation. So please just close it. That's not what we are here for. So leave it in that manner. Later we'll come back there and select what we need to select. So go back here and say shade, click finish from here. So this material is still there. You might use this sending as setting, or decide not to use the sending setting anymore. Always do what? Focus on what we are creating, because it's going to be of a great help to you. So that is the system input for that. We want to create this area now to be one of the neat environments. So how do you do that? Go to your foundation. At the foundation now, you click on this finish and say architecture. On architecture, click on floor, architecture, and you begin to draw around here. So how do you do that? Is you select so you close all these parts, join them together, let them have a fairly uniform so I think you are okay with that. Click finish. So to know whether there is still an error somewhere, so that's to indicate the error. So at this place now, you just need to do what? Cut this space out and you click finish. So when you go to your 3D, you should be able to see something that will give your design a lift. So you select this and say okay, jump up a bit. By saying offset, let's press 10. Good. Can you see? So that's the material you have done. You can change this material now itself and say duplicate, edit, duplicate. That's what 3, and yeah, you change the material. The material now is going to be something like let's say, sorry, just click here and say duplicate this appearance with the material. At this point I just want to use normal, let's say I'm using Gua. Apply. So click OK. The material, I didn't change the so graphics, very important if you are using, if you don't have the direction of what you are doing. So the graphics with the indicator, okay. So that is swimming pool I have created, and that is how it works. So that is what we can do at this stage. In the next, we are going to render the whole space and paint every flower pot and everything together. Remember what we do here? You do